broadcast technician. This is quite similar in a way in that they work behind the scenes, but this is primarily for this is pretty much exclusively for those leagues and teams who are big enough to stream. Most broadcast technicians will work finish in 14 minutes. That's not true. It's supposed to go for 2 hours. Hold on, I'll extend this session. Good. Okay. So broadcast technician is a quite interesting job where the technical side and the streaming and broadcasting of the games are made on television, on the big main screen, if you're at a local LAN tournament or something, and then also broadcasted to websites like Twitch, YouTube, and all this stuff. These are the most underappreciated esports workers I've ever met, because broadcasting technology is insanely difficult. And this is really an art in the same sense that imagine you had to make a movie, but you have to edit it live. It's quite an oversimplification, but it's so difficult, this job. You can see down here, I included this picture, and I believe this is I don't even remember what link this is from, but this is a very minuscule setup for broadcasting technology. This guy is working on a very basic setup here. This could be a million times larger. I've seen the Riot Games setup that requires 6 server techs just for the broadcasting. So put that into perspective. So it's this times 6, right? And that's excluding the cameraman, the audio guys, and stuff like that. That's just the broadcast technicians. It's quite important if you're a broadcasting technician that you do broadcast technology as your education. Otherwise, no one will ever hire you. It's unfortunate, but that's the truth. But this is cool because it's one of those jobs where if you're interested in the streaming, or if you're interested in making, say, YouTube videos on the side, you will just have all the skills to do that, because you'll just learn all of that during this education. Additionally, one of the big issues we have with broadcasting technology is there are really no ways to prepare for the stress that happens when your stream goes down. And it will go down at one point in your life if you're a broadcast technician. If I, from the technicians I've talked to, this is called the birth in fire, meaning when the stream goes down, not only do you have your boss, all the players who are angry, all the casters, all the staff there who have to stay later, but in some situations that can be millions of viewers as well, sitting, locking out, losing money. And it's never going to be your fault, pretty much, but it's always going to be your responsibility to fix it. A good broadcast technician has worked forever and will always be in high demand. A good broadcast technician who has an eye for detail and is good with multitasking and preparing emergency solutions will just be in forever demand. Okay, forever demand. We're going to be talking a lot more about broadcast technicians when we're talking about escalation of tournaments and escalation of the organizations later on during the production. You're going to find that these guys are crucial to tournaments, crucial to leagues, and general month-long progress sessions, but not quite necessary if you're working with an esports team. So if you have your own team, unless you have so many different, like SKT, for example, has broadcast technicians. You guys know SKT, right? And they have players in all different games. 3 times League of Legends World Champions. They actually have a server technician working for their players as live streams, because he will swap them in and out of the SKT mainstream. He'll make sure that the correct ads are being played. He'll make sure that you can sort of swap out. You give him a couple minutes delay, and he'll catch any too excessive swearing, or if someone trolls them so they don't get banned on Twitch. All this cool stuff. But for the most teams, you aren't gonna need a broadcast technician. For the most leagues, they will be necessary.